What's up, sign YouTube? Welcome to the Spiritual Insight Guidance Network YouTube channel. My name is Angie, and in this video, we're going to talk about this first week of June 2021. So June 1st through June 4th. I considered Monday the holiday, so we're going to go, I'm cutting Monday out of this week. So this is going to be Tuesday through Wednesday, okay? So Tuesday is the new Monday. So here we go. Let's see exactly what it is that those of you who be watching this video, what it is that you guys need to know for this first week of June. All right, give me another card, please. One more. Wow. All right, so this first week of June, the 1st through the 4th, we have the Devil in reverse now. Just did another video for this week, and we have the Devil upright. Now we have the Devil reversed. So, interesting. If this resonates, you might have to watch the other video as well. So, go to my private channel for that. Now, Devil in reverse. This really says to me that there is some sort of restriction that has been placed upon you, whether this is something that you've placed upon yourself, whether this is codependency, addiction, shopping, drugs, alcohol. Addiction is on many different layers and levels, okay? But there's also work addiction. There's also patterns, negative thinking. So it's any sort of self-restraint sort of thing that we have going on here, that it's really either one of two ways. It's either you are like so resistant to maybe moving onward and sort of getting some sort of help or thinking differently or releasing yourself from these patterns, or you have just made that choice. It's sort of like, this is a general reading, so I'm reading this in both ways, okay? The Devil upright says to me that there is something that you've been restraining yourself, you're restrained or constricted in some way, shape, or form in some particular area of your life. This is something that you are fully aware of. This is something that has not happened only once. This is something that has happened multiple times. This is a pattern of some kind, okay? So when I have this in reverse, it's either there is tons and tons and tons of resistance to this, or you're not even aware of it, or people have said, hey man, I think we need to, help you in some way, shape, or form. And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so there could be a lot of resistance here. I'm not just talking, it's like, I hate to say it when it comes to addiction. Addiction is, a hard topic to talk about sometimes. But this is also patterns. This is beating ourselves up. This is, constantly working too much, never giving ourselves a day off. I constantly fall into that pattern, so this is patterns, and it's not just patterns of, addiction. It is patterns of restrictions and constraints that other people have placed upon us, or we have placed upon ourselves. Okay. And, it could almost be, it's codependency. It could be something that we almost think that's okay, but it's really not okay, because maybe we're not even realizing the severity of the situation. Now, I also feel, because I've got the shiesty card over here, the sneaky card, that there could be someone taking advantage of you, So with the 5, 6, 7. With the 7 of Swords, this is all about the mental thought process. So maybe you're trying to run one over on somebody, or someone's trying to run one over on you. There could be, this feels like manipulation, control, like I said, codependency, narcissism, it could be, it doesn't necessarily mean stealing. This card could mean stealing something, or, you just, there's something there's something sneaky going on behind the scenes that either you're doing or that someone else could be doing to you. Sorry, I'm dropping things over here. So there's a possibility here that there's more happening behind the scenes, or someone wants to possibly keep you in this place, or it's your own thoughts. Your thoughts are like, no, sorry. Or you're trying to almost like fake yourself out. Like, well, I'm just going to do this one last time. And, well, okay, this one last time is going to turn into next week, is you're going to start, tomorrow you're going to say one last time, or, you know, it's sort of like this, energy is like, keeping yourselves in the same patterns, or someone feeding into your, I don't want to say obsession, but that's the word that's coming to my mind. It's like someone or your own mind is feeding into this obsession that's like, no, like, don't go. Don't leave me. Don't, you can't leave me. What would you do without me type of energy, But it's almost like, okay, well, you know what? It's almost like that sneaking around, mind control. I don't know why mind control is coming to my mind. So it's just this like shisty doing, thinking, action, manipulation in some way, shape, or form that could possibly potentially be keeping you in this situation. Now, the Devil card is a major arcana. So when I have major arcana here, major arcana means this is something that has been hanging around for a while. Okay, this could be your thought process today, okay, or sometime this week. You're sort of possibly self-sabotaging yourself, okay? There's almost like a mental energy here of, like reflection and self-reflecting, or self-reflecting on this particular situation and or circumstance or addiction, and like, I just really like it, I don't see anything wrong with it. So it's sort of like we need to take a step back. We really need to take a step back. And that's interesting because the other information here is that it's like we don't know which way to turn. This is a really, really an amazing card, because it's the Two of Wands is all about, having all of any options possible and really thinking about which option you actually want to take. Where do you want to put your energy and your time, and what is it that you really want to create? What is it that you really want to see in your life? And this, upside down is like, well, you know what? I ain't got no options. I'm restricted. I'm restrained. I have no clear vision, no ideas, no passions, no inspirations. It's really kind of like down in the dumps, and so it's just maybe losing passion in your life. Maybe you need a passion. Maybe you need a hobby. Maybe you need to get outside, maybe you need to get away from, if this is a person. I don't really feel that this is a person. This is just sort of the energy. I mean, it could be a person, but it's like the Two of Wands and the Seven of Swords are really like your day-to-day sort of feelings and thoughts and emotions. And the Devil card, which is the main energy, which is something that has been lingering around on and off or has been hanging around for a lot longer. Okay. So, this week there might be a day or a couple of days, or just this week, there might be a little bit of a struggle of, well, shouldn't I? Like, ooh, I want to do this, but, maybe I really shouldn't. I'm going to, it's like you're thinking, about doing something that maybe if you really had your mind right, okay, in a sense, this is almost like really feeling ungrounded and really falling into negative ways, negative patterns, us allowing to be influenced by other people. And like I said, sort of sneaking around on ourselves or really doing ourselves or someone else an injustice, okay? Whether it is you that is in this and then somebody else is sort of, I don't even want to say this, like mind fucking you. I don't know why that's coming to my mind, but it's almost as if like they're wanting to keep you, if this is a person, which really it's not, because it would be a court card. It's not a court card. So that's why I'm really feeling that this is you like mind effing yourself, in some way, shape, or form here. And it's like, we really, really need to understand or come up with a plan of, we're holding ourselves in the same spot, in the same position, in the same energy, until we choose to release ourselves from these demons, from these chains, from these restrictions, or from this Maybe for some of you, maybe this is you finally getting yourself, releasing the chains, but you're still sort of stuck in a position and you're still trying to wrap your head around it. Or you're trying to wrap your head around what just happened, or wrap your head around what you're going to do, and you really don't really know what you want to do. And it's kind of like your mind is sort of having a field day with you're in your head a little too much. So I'm going to pull another few cards here and get some more information and see what the extra information is for this week. For those of you that will be watching this video, what is the extra information? Okay, and come on. No? Okay, well, so this is interesting. So we've got don't stop and abundance. Now, the don't stop, honestly, I don't know why. The don't stop, I feel like, is a message for me to don't stop with this reading, that there's more information to be given, because it's almost as if like there's a potential here that it's almost like don't stop. Don't allow yourself to be brought back into that energy, to be brought back into that situation, it's like you need to open your eyes and you need to see what's happening, or see and listen to the words that people are saying to you, or listen to the words that you're thinking about, and really sort of be vigilant. Recognize where you're being restricted, and unleash yourself is really what the message is there. Okay, unleash yourself. Okay, give me one celebration card here. What is the celebration card for this week? Okay, we have order. Okay, so everything has to happen in an order. There's a reason why you're going through this, okay? Or that you're thinking these thoughts, or that, there's sort of like this mental sort of chaos or misunderstanding, or like I said, kind of it's the sneaky card. There's sneaky information, whether it's you being sneaky to yourself, or there's someone communicating sneaky information to you, or you trying to pull one off on yourself, or be sneaky behind somebody's back. It's almost like, I've got the addiction card here. It's what are you trying to be sneaky about? There's a potential here that, it's just we're at a standstill. So whatever that this is, it's like you have to allow yourself to get past this, whatever that this is for you in your life. Okay? Acknowledging it, and there has to be some sort of order. So, I feel like I need some more cards here, because there's so much more information. It's like I'm really picking up. I don't know if this is really meant for someone very, very specific. This is a general reading. So any last information for this week for those of you watching this video? Any last information or more information? June 1st through the 4th, 2021. Okay. All right. So we have protection. Call your power back, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Okay. So this says that there's some internal work that needs to be done. There needs to be some burn letters. There needs to be some energy that needs to be cut, tied, and burned on your end in order to release this energy or these thoughts. Maybe someone really, really manipulated you and, did some dirty stuff and like whatever it is. And so it's making you feel a certain kind of way. or, you know, it's just something that's come up all of a sudden that you're like, you know what, I can't be in another relationship. I can't move on in the relationship that I'm in, or I can't move on with something within yourself because of this old energy, because of someone that had done something. But this is your mind. You're like restrained, restricted, delayed because of this. Okay. So this is really saying, listen, you have to cut the cords. You have to cut the energy with this situation, this person, this relationship, whatever that this is. And the other message is I have take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. Okay. So this is really saying you have to take a step back. Okay. You got to take a step back. And when you take a step back and you sort of see things from a different perspective, a different viewpoint, it's Mercury retrograde, you guys. Mercury retrograde is bringing some things to the surface. There's a reason for everything. There is a reason why this particular subject or situation, challenge, whatever this is personally for you in your life, this is coming up to this surface at this point in time, because we need to reignite your passion, get you out of your head, get you moving, okay, to the next step, and to get you sort of, I want to say focused, but reignite that passion. And so we can't reignite that passion. You can't reignite your flame within you. You can't figure out what the next step is, you know, or where you want to go, or what you really want to do, when there's work that has to be done before you can take that next step. Because I'm really just feeling kind of like some stagnant energy. So don't let anyone try to pull anything behind your back. You know, like I said, sneaky card is here. I can't ignore it. But this is really a possibility of, you know, like I said, that there's a potential that this is your mind trying to do something to yourself, or sort of pull a fast one on yourself. Sometimes it's like you think you have the answer, but then sometimes we think that the answer is something different, and then we get frustrated. You know, it could be something like that mental energy, or this could be, I mean, like I said, I really don't feel like it is somebody else, because it's not a court card, but that's not saying that it is, because this is a general reading. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm not trying to say that people are trying to do something to you. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's mental energy and mental thoughts in sort of, you know, ideas, or how people are sort of thinking. So if you're thinking about doing something that maybe you're not sure about, or something very rational, I would take a step back. Okay. So really, take a step back from that, and, you know, whatever that this is, cut some cords, you know, call the pieces of your energy back from these situations, relationships, circumstances, whatever this is for you personally, and understand that, you know, this is a pattern that is coming up. This might be the first level, or the first time, in order for you to really start to heal this, or release this, and to be able to become more passionate again, more focused, more driven, more ambitious, you know, and new energy coming in a different area of your life. Okay. So with that, my beautiful people, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, your comments, all of that good stuff. So if you liked this reading, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, you can go to my private channel, and we could talk about the devil over there. So I love you all, and have a beautiful week. As always, much love and light. Namaste. Bye for now.